it's a great opportunity today for me to kind of say what we've covered in the last year. At times it's not been easy, but looking back over that last year, I've got immense pride as to what we have achieved on this project, and hopefully today, you can see some of the good work that has come through the BPEC Life Award. Just to give you a little bit of an introduction, if anyone wasn't here last year, we were tasked with providing a clean drinking water supply to a remote village in Mozambique, highlighted on the picture there, called Cobue. Now, just to put that into context, it's a 5-hour drive away from the nearest town. It's a 4-day drive away from the capital, Maputo, at the bottom of Mozambique, which you can't see on there. To get there from the UK, it takes a flight to Johannesburg, a flight to Malawi, then you have to charter a 5-seater flight to Lacoma Island to then get a boat over to Cobue. So even logistically, it created a challenge. Not just people getting there, but when you look at sourcing materials for the project. Straight away, my kind of work and the past work I've done, we can get it from here, we can get materials from here. That's not the case. It takes a hell of a lot of planning to get to that stage. It's quite a traumatic history in that particular area. It's been affected by civil war as early as 1986 in that particular area. A number of professionals were killed, teachers, health workers, through that executed as part of that civil war. So they have had really hard times, and that's one of the reasons when I got the request that we said, yeah, we're going to give it a go. Let's take up the challenge and look at a solution for them. Now I'm just going to run through the team, and to start off with, I've got 3 members of the team sat down there, and we're not getting away with it that lightly. I'm getting a dinner out of it. So I've got down there Wendy Sugden. I wanted to say she was my PA today and for her to go along with it and make me look really important, but she wouldn't. So Wendy Sugden there, she's the training administrator in the Engineering Academy where I'm based. We've also got Kaylee Lockhead. Kaylee, give him a wave there. Kaylee Lockhead's one of my ex-apprentices. She won the Heating and Vent News Awards Apprentice of the Year last year. And we've got Shane Trevitt, who in 2011 was named the world's best plumber, and I'm working as his agent today if anyone wants to catch up with him. We've got an absolutely cracking team here, but this project wouldn't have got to the stage where it has without Peg Cumberland. Now last year Frank did an absolutely fantastic introduction about Peg, her background, how she's committed herself to that area of Mozambique. People who weren't here last year, for the last 17 years she has been in Mozambique in very harsh testing conditions to educate people in remote healthcare, to get that standard of healthcare increased. Testing times, some horrific stories that Peg has told me, what she sees. She's a really inspirational person there. So I would advise anyone, just Google it, and there's some fantastic stories on there about, what kind of work that Peg's done and what the kind of problems that she's come across. Now, Peg, as part of this project, she came to me and kind of said, we're building a new health clinic in Mozambique. At the moment, to get water to that health clinic, people have to walk 800 metres to a lake to get the water. The health clinic serves 22,000 people. Okay, that's one hell of a number for a wide range. Some people travelling 2 days by foot to get to the actual health centre. So again, it were a no-brainer. Let's look at what possible solutions we can help Peg out with. That's what we initially received regarding where at that time they were washing the clothes. They were also taking their drinking water from. Okay, and also the waste, the drainage waste, sanitary waste, that was going into that same lake as well. The lake as well has got a record of having uranium mining pollution as well. Okay, so we wanted to get away from that. At the end of this project, ideally, we want to see a cleaner water supply for the clinic and the villages. Now that's the new centre that was built to add to the existing 2 centres that are already there. Local charity money and the local community constructed that. Again, the community spirit there is absolutely fantastic. Everyone chipping in. We've got some great photos, you know, showing the actual construction of that building as well. Now we put a proposal together, which we submitted to BPEC as part of the Life Awards last year, and we received the Life Award. As soon as we received that Life Award, we made a start on the actual projects out there, and we've got a deadline. The rainy season in Mozambique runs from December through to about April time. Okay. One of our ideas was to construct a well for the area to get the cleaner water. Now, in order for us to gauge where ideally a well could go there, we work with WaterAid and we use local knowledge as to, you know, the best locations basically. And they came up with a few potentials. We whittled that down and picked a location. Okay, and this is the clearing of the first location. Construction well knowledge was limited in that area, but there was one particular person out there that had worked on well installation before, a guy called Patrico. So we got him on board as part of the team, and he was going to lead a team and educate them in the actual construction of a well. Not just the digging part, how we line a well. Okay, all that kind of part to it. So you can see there, clearing the actual area for the well. Now the teams, we took 20-minute shifts digging out the holes there. If they weren't digging, they got another part to play, so we kept them very busy doing that. Now it was going really well, too well with my luck. One day Peg got in touch with me, a few emails I came to, there must be something wrong. They'd suddenly hit rock. Alright, we had been warned by WaterAid that times you're going to hit rock, and it's one of them things you can't put your finger on exactly where. We made a decision, keep digging, another couple of days, let's see, you know, if we can penetrate through that rock. The next day came in, we've gone through 1/2 metre, and we've been talking about 2 metres per day we've been working through. Right, we've got to make a decision. We've got the rainy season coming, we need to get water before the rainy season, or it's proving nothing. So we went back to one of the other proposed well sites. We made a decision, start digging at that one as well, but keep at this particular one. So continued working away. That's Peg going down just to inspect the progression on the one where we'd actually hit the rock. So again, inspirational woman, even prepared to go down wells, you know, on a rope just to check the works. And that's the second well that we're having construction. A lot softer. It was further away from the actual clinic, but it was a lot softer sand that we're actually going through. So that we're progressing at a fair old rate. Now, like London buses, 2 came along at once. All right, we basically got on the same day, and that's not me just saying it so it looks really good today, but I got an email saying we've got a problem now that we've got water in both the wells. Which one are we going to line? Again, we made a decision, let's line both wells. We've started with nothing, let's give them the 2 wells. We can't have them drinking out of the lake. All right, let's give them these 2 wells. So from that, with Patrico's help, we've got a material list of what we're required to line these wells, to put the concrete linings in them. Again, some of the materials had to be imported in, 5-hour drive, but we actually produced a list. This is what you need, so when we're not there or in future years, you know, they have got a list. These are the materials that we need to construct a well. So you can see there again, carrying this water 800 metre. Alright, so at that point they were still using the lake water. There's the castings for the concrete rings being made there. Again, Patrico led it, educated people along the way. And they can see looking down the well. And I thought these were absolutely fantastic photographs that they were sending me, and they were giving me some real confidence, you know, that this project was moving forward. Now, the rainy season came, so we held fire on the project for a period of time. In July of this year, Patrico and his team installed the concrete aprons, the permanent concrete aprons on top of the wells, and also the hand pumping equipment. So we had that again, had to be shipped in from quite a distance. Patrico were an expert in actually how to install the pumps, And what he's actually done, he's gone through, this is how you install, potentially you could have a problem with this, educating people, if there's a fault maintenance-wise, this is what you need to do. What we didn't want to do is go and do a job, and then after 2 months, that breaks down and it's just left. You know, that's not a success story at all. Now this picture here, some people might think I'm a con man and you know, we've got a well there that they fill with bottled water. It's not that. That's actually been chlorinated. Okay, so when they put the pumping equipment in, it was actually chlorinated, you know, all the system, all the pipe going into the well. That was then fully pumped out and tested to ensure that that had gone back to a safe level. You know, and I just think, you know, to see that they're actually chlorinating systems were really good for me to see that. Okay, and then Lucia, second one on from the left there, and they're extracting the water there from the tank. A few of her neighbours there, that's water coming out of that well. A permanent supply basically coming out of that well. Alright, that serves now the clinic, but also 20 families on that particular well. So we've gone from 800 metre, having to get the water up to the clinic, to where they can just walk down. It's about 100 metre away, that particular one, to get their water. The second stage of the project, a lot of these are hot off the press. I didn't receive these till Sunday night, so I were panicking. I know India were panicking as well, but we got it together. Basically, we had a problem. We wanted to show them how to do the rainwater harvesting system and build ferrous cement tanks. I went to Waterhead, contact with PEG. Is there anyone in the area who's an expert in doing this? No. With nobody we can say they have the history and experience of doing that. So we looked at Malawi, and we got a contact in Malawi who had done this kind of work before and had a good reputation for doing good work as in ferrous cement tank building. So we brought him into the team. We told him what we wanted. We told him we wanted to educate people, so it wasn't just a case of that he came in, built it and then left. We wanted to train people, so when he's gone, we have got people there that can build more of these tanks. So he agreed to that. In Cobue, they put out, and in the surrounding area, notices asking for volunteers for this project. So we had a number of volunteers put their names forward. They then interviewed the people that had put their names forward. And one of the things that they said is, if you don't work, you will be sent home. You know, they wanted people that were dedicated to building these tanks, because they were fed and watered, etc. So it were a good screening process that they went through, you know, to get the best people for this job. So a bit of progression there. McPherson, the specialist from Malawi. There you can see midway through the construction and the dwarf down at the bottom of the tank there. You can see there the frame for the roof, which at a later stage will be removed when that's all set. And that's for more or less, we're just currently in the process of curing that, keeping it wet so it doesn't crack over the next few weeks. And they're currently in the process of putting the temporary rainwater system to that as well. And that's the full team there. Now, we had 13 people trained to do that. And they're all from, some are 5 hours drive away, a great surrounding area. And where we've looked at it, he said, with 13 there, they go away and do another 13, you know, to educate 13 more people. That's 169 people. Hopefully nobody's got a calculator, but about 169 people that are going to be educated in ferrous cement construction, you know, from going from zero in that area. The Life Award has provided the opportunity for that to happen. Okay. Just to summarise, the Life Award has allowed 2 drinking water supplies to be provided with the pumping equipment installed. Okay, from that first picture that you saw where they're collecting the, you know, washing the clothes, getting the drinking water from that lake, we've provided that. We've showed them how to, not just constructed it for them, we've showed them how to, and get involved, build a ferrous cement tank and a rainwater system. Okay. The key to it, and this was a big part of the project, it's the education part. We have educated people in well construction, ferrous cement tank construction, So it leaves that legacy. So going forward, they can say, right, we need them in this area. Well, we've got a batch of people here. They can go and do it. Going forward from the project, the team will be going in April/May, when it's the end of the rainy season, to go over and finish the rainwater guttering system, and with one of our suppliers fitting a filtration system to that to increase the quality even more. While we're out there, we're going to do a survey. We're going to look around, and it's been very difficult not being there and being able to give advice. While we're there, we want to go around, well, you could possibly do this, we can look at opportunities to do this, etc. And then move it forward, so when we come back, we'll look at setting up communication networks with our current apprentices. So if there's an issue in the village, we can get an email through to us saying, you know, what can you do about this? And we can give that to one of the apprentices. Have a look at that, have a look at that problem. You feedback, what's your solution? So again, at our side, it's not just educating people in Mozambique. We're educating our apprentices to learn what I've learned and the team have learned in the last 12 months, you know, that not everything's easy. You know, you've got to really think outside the box when you're doing this kind of project. And long term, we don't see this as finishing today. You know, we want this to be an ongoing charity. And we'll make sure it's an ongoing charity. You know, with the work we've done and the pictures that we've seen, you know, we've got a real sense of pride of what we've done. And BPEC, you know, and we hope we've made you proud of what we've kind of delivered on the Life Award. So, and hopefully I'm leaving the football ground today without being depressed being a Sheffield United fan. So that's the main thing. So, right, thank you for your time anyway. The team's here, so at any point, you know, if you have any questions, just come over and ask. Thank you.